Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to solve Model Question Paper 3 from Engineering Mathematics 1 25U series syllabus. Instructions. The question paper has 5 parts, namely A, B, C, D. Answer all the parts. Part A. This part A has 15 multiple choice questions. Each question carries 1 marks. Also, it has 5 fill in the blanks questions. Each question carries 1 marks. Part B. Here total 8 questions. So in these 8 questions, answer any 5 questions. Each carries 2 marks. Part C. Total 8 questions. In these 8 questions, answer any 5 questions. Each question carries 3 marks. Next, part D. This part D is having 2 sections, section 1 as well as section 2. In section 1, total 8 questions will be there. In these 8 questions, answer any 5 questions. Each question carries 5 marks. Section 2, total 5 questions. In these 5 questions, answer any 3 questions. Each question carries 10 marks. Part A. First question. The value of x if the matrix 4x2 1 is singular. So to find the value of x, we should know first what is mean by singular matrix. See, singular matrix means any square matrix you consider. If we take determinant of that square matrix, if that determinant of the square matrix value goes to 0, then such type of matrix we are going to call it as singular matrix. For example, see, one matrix I'm going to consider here. A is equals to 6 3 4 2. So this is one square matrix. If I take determinant of this square matrix, determinant of 6 3 4 2, 6 3 4 2. So apply second order rule, cross multiplication, middle minus sign. 6 into 2 12 minus 4 into 3 12. So 12 minus 12 is 0. So finally what we are getting here, determinant of a value we are getting 0. Therefore such type of a matrix we are going to call it as singular matrix. So in this question, what they are telling, this given matrix is singular. Using this condition, we need to find out the value of x. Therefore, in the first step, what we need to write, singular matrix condition. Since this matrix is singular, so what is the condition for singular matrix? Determinant of a value is equals to 0. Next, keep that determinant symbol as it is. Substitute the a value, a matrix value, that is 4x2 1 is equals to 0. Apply second order rule, cross multiplication. So 4 into 1 is 4, middle minus sign. 2 into x is 2x is equals to 0. We need x value, but x should be positive, but here x I am getting negative sign. Because of that reason, what I am going to do, I am going to shift this minus 2x to right hand side. So that time what will happen, this 4 I am going to keep it as it is equals to right hand side, already 0 is there, keep it as it is, minus 2x. If I shift, it becomes plus 2x. So 4 is equals to 0 plus 2x is 2x. Here we need only x value. Because of multiplication sign, this 2 comes in the denominator. Therefore, it is 4 divided by 2. Therefore, x is equals to 4 divided by 2. So 2 1 and 2 2s are. Therefore, the value of x is how much here? 2. Therefore, the correct option is A, that is 2. A, that is 2. Next, second one, the cofactor of 3 in the matrix 5 3 2 1 is. So in this question, we need to find out the cofactor of this 3. So before finding cofactor of 3, we should remember the sign rule to find out cofactor matrix. What is the sign rule for second order? So sign rule is plus, minus, minus, plus. So this is the sign rule. First element plus sign, second element negative sign, third element negative sign, and fourth element positive sign. Therefore, first what I'm going to write here, cofactor of first element 5, cofactor of 3, cofactor of 2, and cofactor of 1, so which is equals to. Now write the sign rule. For first element plus, for second element minus, third element minus, fourth element plus. Next, how to find out cofactor of 5 now? So to find out cofactor of 5, what we need to do, we need to delete a particular column and a particular row. If I delete this particular column and this particular row, what will happen? What is the remaining value? 1. Therefore, this 1 is the cofactor of 5. Similarly, cofactor of 3, how to find? Delete that particular column and delete that particular row. If I delete these two, what is the remaining element? 2. So write here 2. Next, cofactor of 2. Cofactor of 2, how to find? Delete that particular row and column. If I delete these two, what is the remaining element? 3. Write here 3. Next, cofactor of 1, delete that column, delete that row. If I delete these two, what is the remaining element here? 5. So write here 5. Therefore, now multiply the sign. Plus into plus is plus 1. Minus into plus is minus 2. Minus into plus is minus 3. Plus into plus is plus 5. But we need cofactor of 3. Therefore, remember cofactor of 3, final answer is how much here? 2. Therefore, the correct option is B, that is minus 2. Next, question number 3. The determinant value of the matrix 2 minus 1 3 5 is. So we need to find determinant of this matrix. So that matrix, if I call A, therefore determinant of A is equals to determinant of, symbol you keep it as it is. Next, substitute the A value 2 minus 1 3 5. Now apply the rule. What is that rule? Cross multiplication, middle always negative sign. While doing the cross multiplication, this arrow mark, do the multiplication first. So plus into plus plus, 2 into 5 is 10. Middle always minus sign. Next, these two elements. So plus into minus is minus, 3 into 1 is 3. So which is equals to 10 as it is, minus into minus is plus 3. Therefore 10 plus 3 is 30. So correct option is D. So D, what is the final answer? 13. Next, fourth one. The magnitude of the vector A vector is equals to 3i plus 4j is. So to find out the magnitude, we are going to apply the magnitude formula. So this is the symbol for the magnitude. What is the magnitude formula? Square root of x square plus y square. So before applying this formula, first note on A vector value. So A vector is equals to, so 3i plus 4j. After writing A vector, write the value of x. How to get the value of x? Take I coefficient value. I beside which number is here? 3. So that becomes the value of x. And take y value. J coefficient is 4. So write here 4. So now write the formula. After writing the formula, substitute x value. X is 3, so it is 3 square, plus y is 4, so it is 4 square. So which is equals to square root, you keep it as it is, so directly use the calculator. So you can see 3 square, so in bracket 3, again here it is square, okay, square, plus again in bracket 4 square. So 3 square plus 4 square, if you apply directly in the calculator, how much it will show you? 25. So write 25, which is equals to square root of 25. Square root of 25 is nothing but 5. Therefore final answer is 5. Therefore the correct option is D, that is 5. D, that is 5. Next, fifth one, if the vectors 3i plus 2j plus 4k and 2i plus j plus lambda k are orthogonal, then the value of lambda is. So in this question, we need to find out this unknown value, that is lambda. So to find out this unknown value, we need to apply orthogonal condition. Remember, orthogonal is nothing but perpendicular. But what they are telling, two vectors are given. So this is the A vector and this is the B vector. What they are telling, these two vectors are orthogonal. Using this orthogonal condition, we need to find the value of lambda. So for that, consider first vector as A vector. So write A vector is equals to 3i plus 2j plus 4k. So this is A vector. So now write the value of A1. So in this A vector, A1 is I coefficient value 3. A2 is j coefficient value 2. And A3 is k coefficient value 4. So next, consider B vector now. B vector is equals to 2i plus j can be written as 1j plus lambda k. So now write b1. So b1 is equals to I coefficient 2, b2 is equals to j coefficient 1, and b3 is equals to k coefficient, that is lambda. So after considering A vector and B vector, next write the orthogonal condition. So what is the orthogonal condition? So write, if A vector and B vector are orthogonal, condition is A vector dot B vector is equals to 0. So this is the condition. So next write A dot B vector. Formula A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 into B3 is equals to 0. Now substitute the values. A1. So A1 is 3, B1 2 plus A2 2, B2 1, A3 4, B3 lambda is equals to 0. Multiply 3 into 2, 6 plus 2 into 1, 2 plus 4 into lambda is 4 lambda is equals to 0. Now add 6 plus 2, 8 plus 4 lambda is equals to 0. We need lambda value, so 4 lambda I am going to keep it as it is. Shift plus 8 to right hand side, so plus 8 becomes minus 8. Therefore 4 lambda is equals to 0 minus 8 is minus 8. So lambda is equals to minus 8 divided by 4. So 4 1 4 2. Therefore lambda value becomes minus 2. So correct option is C minus 2. Sixth one, if A vector is equals to I plus 2j, B vector is equals to 2I minus j, then A vector plus B vector is. So we need to add two vectors here. Therefore, consider first A vector plus B vector. So which is equals to, in bracket write A vector value 1I plus 2j, middle plus sign, write B vector value 2I minus j can be written as 1j, open the bracket. So 1I plus 2j, plus into plus is plus 2I, plus into minus is minus 1j. So now add I with I term. 1 plus 2 is 3I. After I with I, go for j with j. 2j minus 1j. So 2 minus 1 is plus 1 times of j. So this can be written as 3I plus j. Therefore, the correct option is C 3I plus j. Next, seventh, the conversion of 120 degree in radian measure is. So convert here degree to radian. So we know if you want to convert degree to radian, for that what we need to do is, for that given degree we need to multiply with pi divided by 180, then only that degree will convert into radian. So 120 degree is given. So what we need to do is, for 120 degree, for 120 degree, multiply with pi divided by 180, then only it will convert into radian. So now cancel. So 0 and 0, 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 18. Therefore, what is the remaining value? 2 pi divided by 3 radian. But here 2 pi by 3 radian is not given in A option, B option and C option. Therefore, the correct option is D, none of this. Next, eighth one, the value of sine 330 degree. So this is the allied angle example. So first write sine 330 degree. First step, for this 330 divide by 90. So if I divide 330 by 90, so 3.6, 3.6, that means 3.6 comes in between 3 and 4. Means this allied angle problem can be solved by taking odd number also, otherwise by taking even number also. I am going with even number. So now write it in standard form. How to write 330? So take this 4 into 90, 360. To get this 330, for the 360 we need to subtract with 30, then only we will get 330. Next, even number or odd number? 4 is the even number. Because of that reason, sine remains sine. Next, at the end 30 degree is there, so keep that 30 degree as it is. Now rotate 4 minus. So check 4 minus lies in which quadrant? Start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus means previous quadrant. So this is which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Again we know in the fourth quadrant cos and sec are positive, remaining 4 are negative. Remaining means which trigonometric ratio comes here? Sine. Therefore sine is negative in the fourth quadrant. So write here minus. So next, which is equals to, keep that negative sign as it is, then see trigonometric standard angle table. So sine 30 degree is 1 divided by 2. Therefore sine 30 degree value becomes 1 divided by 2. Therefore, the correct option is C, minus 1 divided by 2. Next, the value of 2 tan 15 degree divided by 1 minus tan square 15 degree is. So if you want to solve this example, we should know the formula in multiple angle. So what is that formula in multiple angle? Tan 2a can be given by 2 tan a divided by 1 minus tan square a. So we know that tan 2a is equals to 2 tan a divided by 1 minus tan square a. Now you can see, so this looks like 2 tan 15 divided by 1 minus tan square 15, correct? 2 tan 15 divided by 1 minus tan square 15 looks like 2 tan a divided by 1 minus tan square a. So remember, here a means 15 degree. Therefore, already right hand side is given. For this right hand side, apply this left hand side value. Therefore, it becomes tan 2a, it is left hand side. So therefore, tan 2 into a means how much degree here? 15 degree. Therefore, tan 2 into 15 is 30 degree. So next, see the table. Tan 30 degree is 1 divided by root 3. Therefore, answer is 1 divided by root 3. Therefore, correct option is B, 1 divided by root 3. So in this example, right hand side is given. For this right hand side, we are going to apply the left hand side value. What is that left hand side? Tan 2a. Remember, a means here 15 degree is given. Therefore, replace this a by 15. So 2 into 15 is 30 degree. Therefore, tan 30 degree is 1 divided by root 3. Real part of the complex number z is equals to 2 minus 3i is. We need to find out the real part in this complex number. So first take that complex number. So 2 minus 3i, to compare with standard form, rewrite this. How to rewrite? 2 plus in bracket minus 3i. So next I am going to compare with the standard form, that is a plus b into I. Therefore a value becomes 2 and b value becomes minus 3. So remember, in this a means the real part and b means imaginary part. So question is real part of this complex number. Therefore, real part of this complex number is 2. Therefore, the correct option is A, that is 2. 11th one. The conjugate of the complex number z is equals to 2 plus 5i is. So z is equals to 2 plus 5i. So remember, conjugate of the complex number means we need to take opposite sign of imaginary number. So this is the imaginary part, sign is plus, so take the opposite sign of imaginary part. Therefore that time conjugate of this complex number becomes 2, take the opposite sign. So plus is there, so write minus 5i. Therefore the correct option is C, 2 minus 5i. Next, 12. If z1 is equals to 2 minus I and z2 is equals to minus 1 plus 2i, then z1 plus z2 it is. Then z1 plus z2 is. So in the solution, write z1 plus z2. Write first z1 value 2 minus I. So 2 minus I can be written as 1I plus z2 minus 1 plus 2I. So which is equals to, open the bracket, so 2 minus 1I plus into minus is minus 1 plus into plus is plus 2I. Now add a real part with a real part, or subtract a real part with a real part. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Next, imaginary part with imaginary part. Minus 1 plus 2I is minus 1I. Therefore, this minus 1I can be written as directly minus I. Therefore, the value of z1 plus z2 is 1 minus I. Therefore, the correct option is B, that is 1 minus I. Next, 13th, the value of the limit theta tends to 0 sine 3 theta divided by theta is. Therefore, first write the question, limit theta tends to 0 sine 3 theta divided by theta. Now substitute at theta is equals to 0. So here 0, 3 into 0 is 0. We know sine 0 degree value is 0. Numerator becomes 0 and denominator also becomes 0. So this is indeterminate form. So next, to find out the nearer value, so for this particular example, we are going to apply the formula limit theta tends to 0 sine theta divided by theta is equals to 1. When this value becomes 1, when these two angles should be same. Therefore limit theta tends to 0, write that question once again, 3 theta divided by theta. So if you want to apply this formula for this given example, we should know these two angles should be same, but here 3 times of theta, here only theta is there. So to get this 3, what we now need to do in the next step, multiply numerator and denominator by 3. Then only in the denominator we will get 3 theta. So which is equals to limit theta approaches to 0 sine 3 theta, keep it as it is, divided by theta into 3 is 3 theta, into this numerator 3, keep it as it is. Now this looks like a sine theta divided by theta. Therefore apply limit theta tends to 0. Theta tends to 0. If I apply limit theta tends to 0, this looks like a sine theta divided by theta. Therefore this value directly goes to how much? 1 into remaining number is 3. Therefore 1 into 3 is 3. Therefore the correct option is C, that is 3. Next, 14th, the value of the limit x tends to 2 x cube minus 8 divided by x minus 2 is. Limit x approaches to 2 x cube minus 8 divided by x minus 2. First substitute at x is equals to 2. So 2 to the power 3 is 8 minus 8 divided by, again x is 2 minus 2 means 0 divided by 0. So which is indeterminate form. Therefore to get that nearer value for this particular example, we are going to apply the formula limit x approaches to a, x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is n into a raised to n minus 1. So to bring standard form, what we need to do, rewrite this 8. How to rewrite? Limit x approaches to 2 x cube, keep it as it is, minus 8 can be written as 2 to the power 3 divided by x minus 2. So once I write 8 as 2 to the power 3, that time this looks like x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a. So here n is nothing but 3 and a is nothing but 2. So now apply right hand side, apply the limit, apply limit. X tends to 2, so that time this becomes 3 into 2 raised to 3 minus 1. So 3 into 2 raised to 3 minus 1 is 2. So 3 into 4, that is 12. Therefore the correct option, here it is, I think it is 12. Therefore B is 12. Next, limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 divided by x is. So this is the property. So we know limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 divided by x value is 1. Therefore the correct option is A, that is 1. Next, second, fill in the blanks with the suitable answer provided in the brackets. Answers already given, so we have to solve the questions, then you have to choose the correct answer. So in that first question, the value of the determinant of the matrix 3 4 minus 2 minus 3 is dash. Find out the determinant of this value. Therefore determinant of 3 4 minus 2 minus 3 is equals to cross multiplication, middle always minus sign, that is the rule. So plus into minus is minus, 3 into 3 9, middle always minus sign. Next these two, minus into plus is minus, 2 into 4 8, so which is equals to minus 9, minus into minus is plus 8, so minus 9 plus 8 is minus 1. Therefore answer is this, minus 1. Next, magnitude of the vector 2i minus 6j plus 3k is. So we know the magnitude formula. Magnitude formula is square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Now consider this as a vector. A vector is equals to 2i minus 6j plus 3k. Write x value, coefficient of I 2. Write y value, coefficient of j including the sign minus 6. Z is equals to k coefficient, that is 3. Now substitute. Therefore which is equals to square root of x is 2. So 2 square plus y minus 6 square plus z 3. So 3 square. So which is equals to square root, keep it as it is, use the calculator. So in bracket, first 2, so here it is square plus again in bracket minus 6 bracket complete square plus again in bracket 3 square, so 3 square, so 49. Right here 49, which is equals to square root of 49. Square root of 49 is 7. Therefore answer is 7. Here it is 7. Next, third one, the value of sine square 15 plus cos square 15 is dash. So we know in trigonometry identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Therefore remember sine square 15 plus cos square 15 is also becomes 1. Therefore, the answer is 1. So here it is. The answer is 1. Next, the value of I square plus I raised to 4 is dash. So we know the power of I in complex number. I square value minus 1, I cube value minus I, and I raised to 4 value is plus 1. Therefore, so here I square plus I raised to 4 is given. So write I square plus I to the power 4. So we know I square is minus 1 plus I raised to 4 is 1. Therefore, plus 1 and minus 1 get cancelled. So what is the answer? 0. Therefore, correct answer is 0. Here it is 0. Next, fifth one. Limit x approaches to 1, x power m minus 1 divided by x minus 1 is again dash. So again we know this is a property again. Limit x approaches to 1, x power m minus 1 divided by x minus 1 is nothing but m. Therefore, the final answer is m. Here it is. The answer is m. Part B, answer any 5 questions, each carries 2 marks. So in that first one, A matrix is given and B matrix is given. Find the matrix A minus B. So in the solution, so write first A minus B. So which is equals to A matrix. What is that A matrix? 2 minus 1, 0, 3. Next, minus sign, keep this minus sign as it is. Next, write B matrix. What is that B matrix? 1, 3, 2, 4. After writing A matrix and B matrix value, next apply minus rule. What is that minus rule? Always we have to subtract first element with the first element, second element with the second element, third element with the third element, fourth element with fourth element. That is the rule. Therefore, in bracket, so first 2 minus inside nothing means plus sign, minus into plus is minus 1. Next, second with the second, minus 1, minus into plus is minus 3. Third with the third, 0, minus into plus is minus 2. Fourth with the fourth element, 3, minus into plus is minus 4. So which is equals to, therefore 2 minus 1 is 1, minus 1 minus 3 is minus 4, 0 minus 2 is minus 2, 3 minus 4 is minus 1. So this is the value of A minus B. Second, find the value of A plus A transpose if A is equals to 3, 5 minus 4 and 8. So solution. So write A plus A transpose, which is equals to, first write A matrix value, that is 3, 5 minus 4, 8, plus next take the transpose of A. Transpose of A means interchange first row as a first column, write first row as a first column and the second row as a second column. Correct? Transpose of matrix means in matrix A, write first row as a first column, second row as a second column. Again apply the plus rule. What is that plus rule? Again first with the first element, second with the second element, third with the third, fourth with fourth. So which is equals to, first 3 plus into plus is plus 3. Second with the second element 5 plus into minus is minus 4. Third with the third minus 4 plus into plus is plus 5. 8 plus into plus again plus 8. Therefore which is equals to 3 plus 3 add 6, 5 minus 4 1, minus 4 plus 5 1, 8 plus 8 16. So this is the value of A plus A transpose. Find unit vector in the direction of A vector if A vector is equals to 2i minus 4j plus k. So we know unit vector in the direction of A vector is given by the formula A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. So in the solution, write A vector value. A vector is 2i minus 4j plus k. K can be written as 1k. So remember, write the value of xi coefficient 2, y value k coefficient including the sign minus 4, z k coefficient is 1. So next find out the magnitude. So magnitude of A is equals to, we know magnitude formula is a square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Substitute, which is equals to square root of x is 2, so 2 square plus minus 4 square plus 1 square. So next, which is equals to, keep that square root as it is, so directly use the calculator. 2 square, so in bracket 2 square plus minus 4 square plus 1 square, 1 square, so which is equals to 21. Therefore write root 21. Therefore unit vector in the direction of A vector is equals to, what is the formula? A vector divided by magnitude of A vector. Substitute A vector. What is A vector here? 2i minus 4j plus 1k divided by magnitude of A. What is magnitude? Answer square root of 21. So this is the final answer. Next, show that the vectors 5i plus 4j minus 2k and 2i minus 2j plus k are perpendicular. So we need to show these two vectors are perpendicular. So we know when A vector and B vector are perpendicular, the condition should be A vector dot B vector value should be 0. Then only we can say A and B are perpendicular. That means we need to find here dot product of A and B. If this dot product of A and B final answer goes to 0, then only we can say these two vectors are perpendicular. So for that, first write A vector value. A vector. So what is that A vector? 5i plus 4j minus 2k. So write A1 value. So A1 I coefficient 5, A2 value j coefficient 4, A3 value k coefficient minus 2. Next write B vector. So B vector is equals to 2i minus 2j, k can be written as 1k. So write b1 value 2, b2 value minus 2, b3 value 1. So now therefore write dot product A vector dot B vector is equals to Write the formula of dot product. What is that formula? A1 B1 plus A2 B2 plus A3 into B3. Substitute A1 5 into B1 2 plus 4 A2 B2 minus 2 plus A3 minus 2 and B3 is 1. So which is equals to, so you can use the calculator. So first 5 into 2 plus 4 into minus 2 in bracket 4 bracket complete minus 2 plus minus 2 into 1 in bracket minus 2 bracket complete into 1, so is equals to, so finally what is the answer I'm getting here? 0. So finally what we are getting? A vector dot b vector value we are getting 0. If a vector dot b vector is 0, that means a and b are perpendicular. Therefore write, therefore a vector and b vector are perpendicular. Next, prove that sine 2 theta is equals to 2 times of sine theta into cos theta. So to prove this, first write LHS. So what is that LHS? Sine 2 theta. Next, which is equals to, keep that sign as it is, split this 2 theta. How to split? Theta plus theta. So once I split theta 2 theta as theta plus theta, so you can see this sine theta plus theta looks like a sine A plus B. Apply compound angle formula. What is that formula? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So we know, so this looks like a sine A plus B. So what is the formula for sine A plus B? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So remember, A means theta, B is also means theta. That means wherever A comes replaced by theta, wherever B comes again replaced by theta. So this becomes sine theta into cos theta plus cos theta into sine theta. So which is equals to, here you can see 1 times of sine theta into cos theta, again 1 times of sine theta into cos theta. So 1 plus 1 is how much? 2 times of sine theta into cos theta. So which is equals to RHS, because we know, suppose if I write x plus x, so 1 times of x plus 1 times of x is nothing but 2 times of x. So 1 times of sine into cos theta plus 1 times of sine into cos sine theta into cos theta is nothing but 2 times of sine theta into cos theta. Next, evaluate sine pi plus theta plus cos 3 pi by 2 plus theta. So first write sine pi plus theta plus cos 3 pi by 2 plus theta. This I am going to call as 1. Now first find out the value of sine pi plus theta. Sine pi plus theta. So here in radian it is given, so convert that radian into degree. So if you want to convert a radian to degree, what we need to do for that, radian multiply by 180 divided by pi. So cancel pi and pi. So what is the remaining value? 180 degree. So which is equals to sine pi is nothing but 180 degree plus theta, keep it as it is. So next 180 degree is there, so 180 divided by 90. So here if you cancel you will get 2. Therefore which is equals to sine, how to write this 180? 2 into 90 plus theta. which is equals to, because of even number, sine remains sine how much degree? Theta. So keep it as it is. Next, rotate 2 plus, so 0 1 2, 2 plus means next quadrant, means third quadrant. So you know, in third quadrant tan and cot are positive, remaining 4 are negative sign, correct? So tan and cot are positive, remaining 4 are negative. Remaining means sine comes, so therefore sine is a negative in which quadrant? Third quadrant. Next, so we got the first value. Now go for second. Cos 3 pi divided by 2 plus theta. First convert this radian to degree. So 3 pi divided by 2 you multiply with the 180 divided by pi. So cancel pi and pi, which is equals to, so directly use the calculator. So 3 into 180 divided by 2, 3 into 180 divided by 2. So how much? 270. So 270 degree. So which is equals to, so this is cos 270 plus theta. Next, 270. This is 270, you divide by 90 is equals to, so 270 divide by 90. How much? 3. So this is 3. Therefore, how to write this? Cos 3 into 90 plus theta. Okay, next, because of odd number, cos changes to sin. So we know if it is odd number, that time sin changes to what? Cos. Therefore, because of the odd number, sin changes to, sorry, cos changes to sin. Sorry, here, because of odd number, cos changes to sin. Cos changes to sin. Next, rotate 3 plus. So draw plus 0 1 2 3, plus means fourth quadrant. Again we know in the fourth quadrant cos and sec are positive, remaining 4 are negative. Cos and sec are positive, remaining 4 are negative. So which trigonometric ratio? Cos. Therefore cos is positive in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. Therefore after finding these two value, write that equation number 1. Therefore from 1, so what is that 1? Sine pi plus theta plus cos 3 pi by 2 plus theta. Substitute, which is equals to sine pi plus theta. What is the final answer? Minus sine theta plus cos 3 pi by 2 plus theta. Final answer is plus sine theta, correct? Plus sine theta. So right, plus sine theta. So which is equals to minus sine theta, plus into plus is plus sine theta, plus and minus get cancelled. So what is the final answer? 0. Next, seventh one, z1 is equals to 2 plus 3i, z2 is equals to 1 minus 2i. Then find z1 into z2. Therefore in the solution, so write z1 into z2. So in bracket, write z1 value 2 plus 3i into z2 value 1 minus 2i. So open the bracket. First 2 into 1, 2. Next, plus into minus is minus, 2 into 2, 4 times of I. Next, these two, plus into plus, plus 3i into 1 is 3i. Next, these two, plus into minus is minus, 3 into 2, 6, I into I is I square. So which is equals to keep it as it is, subtract this imaginary part with imaginary part. Minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1 times of I, minus 6 I'm going to keep it as it is. Next we know what is that I square value. So we know I square value is minus 1. Therefore substitute here. I square is minus 1, which is equals to 2 minus 1i, minus into minus is plus, 6 into 1 is 6. Therefore now real part you add with the real part. Therefore 2 plus 6 is 8 minus 1 times of I. So this is the value of z1 into z2. Next, find the modulus of the complex number root 3 plus I. First, consider given complex number as root 3 plus I. Next, I am going to compare with the standard form. So, rewrite. How to rewrite? Root 3 plus I can be written as 1 into I. Next, write the standard form. What is the standard form? A plus b into I. Therefore a is nothing but root 3 and b is nothing but 1. So next what we need? Modulus. Therefore modulus is given by the formula square root of a square plus b square. So which is equals to square root of a means root 3 square plus b means 1 square. So which is equals to square root, you keep it as it is. Next use the calculator. So in bracket root 3 bracket complete square plus in bracket 1 square, 1 square. So how much it will show you? 4. Therefore it is 4 again, which is equals to square root of 4. Square root of 4 is nothing but 2. Therefore what is the final answer? 2. Next, evaluate limit x approaches to infinity 2x square minus 3x plus 4 divided by 3x square plus 5x minus 1. First step, if I substitute wherever x comes infinity, we will get indeterminate form. Correct. Therefore remember one thing, whenever x approaches to infinity, so by that time 1 by x, 1 by x square, 1 by x cube, so on, these all value goes to 0. Remember this point. So whenever x approaches to infinity, in such example what we need to do, in the first step we have to search the highest power of x. You can see in the numerator highest power of x is 2, in the denominator also highest power of x is 2. Therefore what we need to do in the first step, divide every term by x square. Okay, divide every term by x square, highest power. Therefore which is equals to limit x approaches to infinity, first 2x square divided by x square plus, sorry, not plus, minus 3x divided by x square plus 4 divided by x square, divided by denominator 3x square divided by x square plus 5x divided by x square and minus 1 divided by x square. Every term you just divide by x square. Next, cancel x square, x square, x square, x square, 1 x get cancelled, 1 x get cancelled. So now what is the remaining? Therefore limit x approaches to infinity, so 2 minus 3 divided by x plus 4 divided by x square divided by, it is 3 plus 5 divided by x minus 1 divided by x square. Next, now apply limit x approaches to infinity. This x approaches to infinity. So remember, if I apply x approaches to infinity, which values goes to 0 here? 1 by x, 1 by x square, 1 by x cube, all value goes to 0. Therefore 3 by x means here 1 by x is there, here 1 by x square, 1 by x and 1 by x square, means these all values directly goes to 0 when limit x approaches to infinity. Therefore remaining number is 2 minus this value goes to 0 plus 4 by x square is also goes to 0 divided by 3 plus 0 minus 0. Therefore what is the final answer? 2 divided by 3. You can see 3 by x can be written as 3 into 1 by x. So when I apply x tends to infinity, this 1 by x directly goes to 0. So 0 into 3 is nothing but 0. Therefore directly I had written here 0. Similarly this value also goes to 0 and these two values also goes to 0. Therefore what is the remaining numbers? 2 divided by 3. So this is the final answer. Next, evaluate limit theta tends to 0 tan 3 theta divided by theta. First, at theta is equals to 0, 0 into 3 is 0, tan 0 is 0, correct? Tan 0 value is 0, so numerator value goes to 0 divided by denominator value also goes to 0. Next, we know the standard formula. So what is that? Limit theta tends to 0, tan theta divided by theta value is 1. If you want to apply this formula, so these two angles should be same, then only that value goes to 1. But you can see in the question, limit theta tends to 0, tan 3 theta divided by theta is there. Here we cannot apply this formula because denominator here 3 is missing. So to get this 3, what we need to do? Multiply numerator and denominator by 3. Okay, so which is equals to limit theta approaches to 0. It is a tan 3 theta divided by 3 into theta is 3 theta into remaining number is 3. Next, now apply limit theta approaches to 0. So that time this tan 3 theta divided by 3 theta, this looks like a tan theta divided by theta, so this value directly goes to 1. So 1 into what is the remaining number here? 3. Therefore 1 into 3 is 3. So this is the final answer. Next, part C, fourth, answer any 5 questions, each carries 3 marks. In that first one, A matrix is given, B matrix is given, find matrix AB. So first write A into B. So A below, mention A matrix 3, 2, 1 minus 4 into next B matrix 1, 0, 3, 2. The order of A matrix is 2 cross 2. Order of B matrix is also 2 cross 2. Therefore, these two are equal. Because of that reason, matrix multiplication is possible. Check this condition first. After that, apply the box method. So multiplication means box method you have to apply. So for that, draw two lines. Okay, like this. So in this corner, write AB, top row, column. Row here and column comes here. So this is the first matrix rows, and second matrix you need to take columns. That is the meaning. First row 3, 2. So write 3, 2, put one line. Next, second row 1 minus 4. First column 1, 3. Second column 0, 2. Now multiply. Plus into plus is plus, 3 into 1, 3, plus into plus, plus 2 into 3 6 plus into plus 3 into 0 0 plus into plus 2 into 2 4 plus into plus 1 into 1 1 minus into minus 4 into 3 12 plus into plus 1 into 0 0 minus into plus is minus 4 into 2 is 8. So after that, in matrix form, once again you write all the values. So first is plus 3 plus 6, next plus 0 plus 4 plus 1 minus 12 and plus 0 minus 8. Therefore, A into B is equals to, add and subtract. So 3 plus 6, 9, 0 plus 4, 4, 1 minus 12, minus 1, minus 11, 0 minus 8 is minus 8. So order is 2 cross 2. So this is the value of A into B. Next, second one, if the vectors 7i plus 4j plus 5k and lambda I plus j plus 2k are orthogonal, then find lambda. Here we need to find the value of lambda. So for that, first consider this as a vector and this as a b vector. So in the solution, right, a vector is equals to, a vector is equals to 7i plus 4j plus 5k. So here a1 value you note down, a1 is 7, next a2 is 4 and a3 is 5, k coefficient. Next consider b vector is equals to lambda I plus j can be written as 1j and 2k. So note down here b1 value I coefficient lambda, b2 value j coefficient 1 and b3 value k coefficient is 2. So after consideration, next what they are telling, these two vectors are orthogonal. So using this orthogonal condition, then only we can find out the value of lambda. Remember, orthogonal is nothing but perpendicular. Therefore, write that condition. If a vector and b vector are orthogonal, that is perpendicular, condition will be a vector dot b vector value directly goes to 0. Next, we know dot product formula. What is the dot product formula? A1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 into b3 is equals to 0. Substitute the values. First a1 7, b1 lambda plus a2 4, b2 1, a3 5 and b3 2 is equals to 0. Now simplify. So which is equals to 7 into lambda is 7 lambda plus 4 into 1 4 plus 5 into 10, sorry, 5 into 2 is 10 is equals to 0. Next 7 lambda, I'm going to keep it as it is. Add 4 plus 10 is 14 is equals to 0. We need lambda value, that's why 7 lambda keep it as it is equals to 0, also keep it as it is, only shift plus 14 to right hand side. So that time plus 14 becomes minus 14. Therefore 7 lambda is equals to 0 minus 14 is minus 14. So lambda is equals to minus 14 divided by, because of multiplication sign, this 7 comes in the denominator. So cancel 7 1, 7 2. So what is the value of lambda? Minus 2. Next, third one, evaluate sine 120 degree plus cos 150 degree. So in the solution, first call sine 120 degree plus cos 150 degree as equation number 1. Now find sine 120 degree. So this is the allied angle example. Sine 120 degree. So first step, 120 divide by 90. So if I divide 120 divided by 90, what is the answer? 1.33. So 1.33. Remember, this 1.33 comes in between 2 and 3. That means this given allied angle example can be solved by taking even number or else by taking odd number. So I am going with even number, that is 2. So now convert in standard form. How to convert in standard form? This 120 can be written as 2 into 90, 180. We need 120, so subtract 60. So 180 minus 60 is 120. So which is equals to, because of even number, sine remains sine, and how much degree? 60 degree. Keep it as it is. Next, rotate. 2 minus. So 0 1 2 minus means previous quadrant, second quadrant. So we know in the second quadrant, sine and cosec are positive, remaining 4 are negative. Which given trigonometric ratio? Sine is there, so sine is positive in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Therefore right, plus sine 60 degree. Then see the table. So we know sine 60 degree, sine 60 degree is root 3 divided by 2. Therefore this is plus root 3 divided by 2. We got the first value. Next, take the second one, that is cos 150 degree. Same, first 150 divided by 90. So 150 divided by 90, how much? 1.66. So 1.6, that means 1.6 comes in between a 2 and 3. Again go with even number, which is equals to cos 150. How to write? 2 into 90, 180. 180 minus 30 is 150. So because of even number, cos remains cos. How much degree? 30 degree. Keep it as it is. Next, rotate. 2 minus. So 0 1 2 minus means second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos is which sign? Minus sign. So because in second quadrant, sine and cosec are positive, remaining 4 are negative. Remaining means which trigonometric ratio comes? Cos. Therefore cos is a negative in the second quadrant. Next, see the table, cos 30 degree. So cos 30 degree is root 3 divided by 2. Therefore minus, keep it as it is, write root 3 divided by 2. After getting both the values, take the equation number 1. Therefore from 1, so what is that one? Sine 120 degree plus cos 150 degree, which is equals to, substitute sine 120 plus root 3 divided by 2, root 3 divided by 2 plus cos 150 minus root 3 divided by 2. So in bracket you write minus root 3 divided by 2. Now open the bracket, plus root 3 divided by 2, and next plus into minus is minus root 3 divided by 2. So that time plus root 3 by 2 minus root 3 by 2 get cancelled. So what is the final answer? 0 is the final answer. Next, convert angle 150 degree into radian. So we know if you want to convert a degree to radian, so degree to radian, what we need to do, for that given degree multiply by pi divided by 180, automatically that value will convert into radian. Therefore, which degree it is given? 150 degree. So right, 150 degree, what we need to do is, for this 150 multiply by pi divided by 180 radian. So cancel 0 and 0. Next, 3 5 3 6. Therefore, what is the final answer? 5 pi divided by 6 radian. Or you can solve like this also. 150 degree is there. For this 150 multiply by pi divided by 180, so which is equals to, now 150, this divided by 150 I'm going to keep it here, and this pi I'm going to keep it as it is. Next, radian, which is equals to, use the calculator, 150 divided by 180, 150 divided by 180, if I do, how much I am getting? 0.83. Therefore 150 degree is nothing but 0.83, and this pi keep it as it is, pi radian. So this is also correct, this is also correct, because if I divide 5 divided by 6, 5 divided by 6 is nothing but what? 0.33. So both the methods are correct. Simplify I to the power 5 plus I to the power 7. So complex number example, I to the power 5 plus I to the power 7. So we know the power of I in complex number. I square value is minus 1, I to the power 3 value is minus I, and I to the power 4 value is 1. So in complex number, the power of I is I square is minus 1, I cube is minus I, and I to the power 4 is 1. So first what I'm going to do, first I will take I to the power 5. So we know this I to the power 5 can be written as I to the power 4 into I, because if bases are same, if I add the power 4 plus 1 is nothing but 5. So which is equals to, substitute I to the power 4 is 1 into next I value is nothing but I only. So I keep it as it is. Therefore 1 into I is I. Next, I to the power 7. I to the power 7. So how to write this I to the power 7? I am going to write it as I to the power 4 into I to the power 3, because again bases are same. If I add the power, 4 plus 3 is how much? 7. Again we know I to the power 4 value is 1, so 1 into I to the power 3 value is minus I. So now multiply, 1 into minus I is minus I. We got the values. Now substitute, therefore which is equals to I to the power 5 is I plus I to the power 7 is minus I. So minus I. So which is equals to I plus into minus is minus, plus I minus I get cancelled. What is the final answer? 0. Next, express the complex number z is equals to 3 minus I divided by 2 plus 3I in a plus bi form. So write that given complex number z is equals to 3 minus I divided by 2 plus 3I. So to bring in a plus bi form for this division rule, we are going to apply a rationalization method. So what is that rationalization method? What we are going to do in the next step, we are going to multiply numerator as well as what, denominator by denominator conjugate means denominator value we have to take with opposite sign. Here plus is there, so while multiplying take a minus. So now multiply, therefore which is equals to numerator keep it as it is 3 minus I divided by denominator 2 plus 3I keep it as it is, multiply 2 minus 3I divided by 2 minus 3I, so which is equals to, so numerator 3 minus I into 2 minus 3I divided by, so you can see denominator, this looks like a plus b into a minus b. We know the formula. What is that? A square minus of b square. So remember, a means 2 plus 3i, a means 2 and b means 3i. So if I apply this formula, so this becomes 2 square minus 3i square. A square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b. So which is equals to, open the bracket in the numerator, 3 into 2 6 plus into minus is minus 3 into 3 9 times of I, minus into plus minus I into 2 2I, minus into minus is plus I into 3I is 3I square, divided by 2 square is 4 minus 3 square is 9 and I square keep it as it is. Next, we know the power of I in complex number, I square value is minus 1. Substitute here as well as here. Therefore first 6 keep it as it is. Now add with this imaginary with imaginary part, minus 9 minus 2 is minus 11I plus, keep it as it is, 3 also keep it as it is, substitute I square is minus 1, divided by 4 as it is minus 9 into again I square is minus 1, so which is equals to 6 minus 11I plus into minus is minus 3 into 1 is 3, divided by 4 minus into minus is plus 9 into 1 is 9. Now this real part you subtract with real part, so which is equals to 6 minus 3 is 3 minus 11 I divided by 4 plus 9 is 13. Now we should bring in a plus bi form, that's why split this number. How we can write? This can be written as 3 divided by 13 minus 11 I divided by 13, so which is equals to 3 divided by 13, middle I'm going to take plus sign, next 11 divided by 13 into I, sorry, minus 11 divided by 13 into I, because if I open the bracket plus into minus is minus. Now this is of the form a plus b into I. A is 3 by 13 and b value is minus 11 divided by 13. Evaluate limit x tends to minus 2 x raised to 5 plus 32 divided by x plus 2. So first step, put x is equals to minus 2. So this is minus 2 raised to 5 plus 32 divided by minus 2 plus 2. So minus 2 to the power 5 is minus 32 plus 32 is 0, minus 2 plus 0 is also 0, so which is indeterminate form. So next, to get the nearer value, limit x approaches to minus 2, rewrite this, x raised to 5 plus 32 can be written as a 2 raised to 5 divided by x plus 2. But we know the standard formula. So what is that standard formula? Limit x approaches to a, x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is n into a raised to n minus 1. So if you want to apply this standard formula here, but you can see middle plus sign, but in the standard form middle negative sign. So to get the negative sign here, what we need to do in the next step, limit x approaches to minus 2, x raised to 5 I'm going to keep it as it is. Instead of writing plus, I'm going to write minus in bracket minus 2 to the power 5, minus 2 to the power 5 divided by x minus of minus 2, because minus into minus becomes what? Plus. So once I write this above expression as x raised to 5 minus of minus 2 raised to 5 divided by x minus of minus 2, you can see this looks like this standard formula, x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a. Remember, this power n is nothing but 5, so right, n is nothing but 5 and a is nothing but minus 2. So now apply the limit. Once you apply the limit, apply this right hand side, therefore which is equals to n into a raised to n minus 1. Apply the limit, so it becomes 5 into minus 2 raised to 5 minus 1, so which is equals to 5 into minus 2 raised to 5 minus 1 is 4. Now directly use the calculator. 5 into minus 2 to the power 2 to the power, so sorry, 2 to the power 4. So if more than 2 is there, if more than 2, use this symbol, okay, this power symbol, power 4. So what is the final answer? 80. Therefore answer is 80. Eighth one, evaluate limit x approaches to 1, x square minus 3x plus 2 divided by x minus 1. First, at x is equals to 1. So 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 2 divided by 1 minus 1. So which is equals to 1 square is 1, 1 minus 3 is minus 2, minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So this is 0 divided by 0. Otherwise, use the calculator, substitute as it is, you will get 0. Once you get 0, next if you want to find the nearest value, here we are going to apply the factorization method. Why we are applying the factorization method? Because you can see this numerator, that is x square minus 3x plus 2 looks like ax square plus bx plus c. So find out the factors. So it is x square minus 3x plus 2. X square coefficient is 1, 1 you multiply with 2. So this is 2. Split the number such a way that if I multiply these two, we have to get 2. If I add or if I subtract these two, middle number we have to get. So numbers are minus 2, minus 1, because minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2, minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Next shortcut way is, after splitting the number, leave the power. If I leave the power, what is the remaining value? 1 into x. We know 1 into x is x, that x divide here as well as here, then add these two. Therefore factors are x minus 2, again x minus 1. Therefore replace limit x approaches to 1. Numerator factors are x minus 2 into x minus 1 divided by denominator x minus 1, keep it as it is, cancel. After cancellation, last step, put x is equals to 1. Here x is there, substitute 1, so 1 minus 2. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So this is the final answer.